Hello, I accidentally hit the live button, so I'm live early. But we're going to still start at 2 o'clock, so you have plenty of time. I'm just adjusting things here. My day is not going well, and this is just, just another proof of that. So I'll be right with you in a little bit. Sorry that I'm so early. You can just hang out with me for a little bit or come back. Getting situated. Hi everybody. I punched the button accidentally too soon. So that's why I'm wandering around last minute stuff. I see a couple of people on. Hi. Oh my goodness. May I just tell you, which I wasn't going to tell you, not having a good day. Hi Barbara. Oh boy. So I hope my live goes okay. Hi, Cookie. It's chilly out here too, and I thought I did yard work this morning, and I was out in the sun behind the pool waterfall and kind of scared because we have this huge possum. I mean, it's like huge. It's like a small, not a small, like a medium dog. And somebody was telling me it probably sleeps back there, so I was all paranoid. And I did my weeding though and got everything pulled out that I wanted to pull out, and I was hot. And so I came in and took a shower and got dressed, and I totally dressed wrong. So now I'm freezing. So I need to go change. We still have 3 minutes before we get started. And then my mom's not having a good day, therefore that all trickles down. And I didn't pick a winner. And oh my goodness, just things are piling up on me. But shared with your group in case you forget. Okay, good. Thank you for doing that. Still have you guys a little too high. There we go. That's better. Yeah, that's better. So anyway, that's what's been going on with me. Bless her heart. Dementia is not, it is not a fun thing. Actually, it's a miserable, horrible disease. And, you know, I got to think about Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. They were all good days, and I'm blessed to have those good days. So anyway, 2 more minutes before we get started. So like I said, if you have something else you want to do for a couple of minutes, feel free. I'm not going to get started early because people, you know, they expect me to be on time, and I expected to be on time, but I guess better early than late, huh? Silly. My mom's nurse just came too, and yeah, it wasn't a good thing. So we try. Hi, Bev. Hi, everybody. Let me count. Let me see who has said hi. I'm going to scroll. Let me see. Carol Kowalowski, Barbara Chandler, Cookie, Bev. All right, 5 people so far. Oh boy. So hope you guys are having a good day. Yeah, I hope you are. Started out really good. So I have a really cute card for you today. I am still continuing on with punch art and die art. So this one came out really, really cute. And I'm going to tell you who inspired me when I get started. I don't want to do it too soon because I want to give her full credit. It's one of my customers. Oh my goodness, one more minute. Yeah, her card that she brought me a card on at open house. And I just saw the front of it and passed it around. I didn't open it up. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful card. And what she wrote to me was very heartwarming. Hi, Mary Jo. So, sitting on the front porch doing what? Let's see, cleaning guards? I can't. Cleaning gourds. Hi, Mary Jo. So anyway, I think it's time. Yes, 2 o'clock. We can get started. So as I started to say, I'm still continuing on as I always do on Tuesdays with punch art and die art. I continue on from Sunday to Tuesday. Hi, Brenda. Doing the same type of thing so you guys can learn as much as possible. So I just saw the winner. Her name is, I forgot to pick a winner. And so I think it was the 7th person that I saw, and the 7th person that I saw was Brenda Hutton. So Brenda, you're gonna get this card, and this is the card that I made on Sunday. Usually I put the names in a wheel, but today I've been having some difficulties, and so I didn't get to do that. And I don't like to do it too early because people watch the replay, so I wanna give them time to get in the drawing. So Brenda, you won this card today. Put that aside, and now I'm going to turn you guys down to my desk so you can see what I'm making and how I came up with this one. Let me turn you down. You're welcome. You just saw the replay this morning. See how that goes? All right. Okay. So at open house, Roseanne Ramos came to open house, and look at this card she gave to me. Is that not gorgeous? I love everything about it. This window in here, and the use of the score tool under there. See the corrugating under there? And the stamping and everything. I thought it was beautiful, so I wanted to make something similar, but using, of course, the punch art and a whole different design. But this layout, I just love it. So thank you, Roseanne, for that inspiration. I told you who the winners are, and you guys are seeing my hostess code already. But I do want to say that there is my link if you need to place an order, and there is my email and my YouTube channel if you need to email me, or if you have a friend that does not have Facebook and they'd like to watch my videos, you can give them my YouTube information. Okay, so let me show you the card. Do you see the likes of the card, where I got the inspiration from? Do you see how that ties in? So the window, and the window, and the corrugating, and the corrugating. Oh, look at all those hearts. This is a happy, happy, happy card. I love it a lot. I was thrilled with it. So I'm glad you guys like it too. Let me tell you what I used. This is retired, but I did use the detailed trio punch for the corner rounder. I did use the daisy punch, the medium daisy punch. I did use the ladybug punch. And I used a retired circle punch. Now, this is a 1/2 inch. I keep all my circle punches just because they're so much faster to use than a die. I use Memento ink, espresso, oh yeah, I did use espresso. I was gonna say, what did I use espresso for? And Daffodil Delight. Hi, Roseanne. For the wings, I added some black rhinestone jewels. I think these are discontinued, but we have other ones in the catalog that you can still use. So that's just, I'm trying to use up my stuff here that I have. Of course, the Hello Ladybug stamp set, and I used You Can Bug Me Anytime and the daisy. Okay, then I wanted to tell you how well the Flowering Rain Boots bundle works with this card. Hi, Terry. Welcome, everybody. So I used on this card, I just used the flower pot this time. But then I have something else I'm going to show you with the watering can. To make my window, I use the Painted Labels dies. That's their code. I'm going to get the die out right now. I use this one for the window. But I love this one. Always have. It reminds me of a bird's nest. You know, if you do it a few times, I just love that die there. Okay, so take that out. So when I get ready to do that, it's out. This card is mounted up on the foam adhesive strips. So I use those. The In Color 6x6 Designer Series paper. And did you notice the lace on the card? Yes, I was brave. Hi, Donna. And I cut up one of my boxes. Oh my gosh, was that worth it? I didn't know if it was going to be or not, but it was. I think it was. So at the end, I'm going to show you what I did with the leftovers too, okay? So let me get this stuff all back over here arranged. Okay. In advance, I stamped the You Can Bug Me Anytime because that just takes off a little bit of our time. And then let me tell you, I used our new In Color Sweet Sorbet cardstock and Designer Series paper. One piece of cardstock is, hi Susan, is cut at 3 3/4 by 5. Did I miss anybody else? Nope. Okay, so one piece of cardstock, 3 3/4 by 5. One piece of Designer Series paper, 4 by 5 1/4, regular layer size. And one card base cut at 4 1/4 by 11, scored right in the middle. Okay. I can put the DSP down right away because it's just the base and I do all the work really to this here. Okay, so let me take my glue and just get this base down so I don't lose it. And I really debated which side to use of this paper because these little flowers are so cute, but I used the other side because I thought it coordinated well, the little stripes in it, with the corrugating I'm going to do with my Simply Score tool. That's the other item I'm using. Of course, my Take Your Pick tool and my adhesives are also something you use on every project. Thank you. Same to you, Susan. Miss your face. Got to see you soon. Okay, so let me take my die from the Painted Labels. I'm going to place it right here. And I'm going to get a little piece of my Post-it note tape. And I'm going to tape it down just because I do not want it to move. And I'm excited because my new magnetic plate is on the way. And I should be able to not have to use tape very often anymore once that comes. So I'm going to tape that down and bring my tool over, my die cutting machine. I thought it was crooked, so I moved it, and it wasn't crooked. It's just that I was looking at it sideways. I should leave things alone once I get in there right. Oh my gosh, always second guessing myself. Okay, so I'm running that through, and I'm going to run it back one more time just to make sure I get a good cut. And then a nice habit to get into is turning it around and making sure you see everything's cut very nicely. And there is our window. Okay, perfect. And we're going to keep this little piece too. Okay. I'll bring this back when I do the terracotta pot. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Simply Score tool, and I'm going to place this piece into the tool. And I am going to, let me see, I want to turn this over. Yeah, I want to turn this over. And I'm going to just score lines like I've taught you in the past. And I'm just going to use every line. I'm not skipping a line. I'm just going to every single one and getting in the track here and staying in, pressing hard. So I get that corrugated look on this piece of paper here, on this cutout, the window cutout. It's just going to take me a second. My neighbor across the street, they just had a great big dump truck stop over yesterday and dump some beautiful black rock. Hi, Carol Schaefer. And so I can hear him shoveling. And it's so funny, and I know why they're sprucing up. Their backyard, their yard is already immaculate, but they're sprucing up even more because their son's wife is having their first baby. They have two sons, and their second son, his wife's having a baby, and so they're having a baby shower in the backyard, and it must be coming up soon because they're starting to do some work around the yard. And it's so exciting. I told you I'm going to be a new great-grandma, too. I got my little Atlas in the oven. His name's going to be Atlas. Okay, so there we go. Look at that. I think the little bit of time this takes is well worth it because it adds so much dimension and interest. So see there? Because this is plain, this really stands out. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to add it. And I just love this, right? Just like this in any color. Where's my little eraser? I don't know what this is here. It's just some paper. Okay. So I'm just going to take my strips here and add it to the back. And you're going to need your snips to cut it down. I'll put this one towards the bottom. Actually, yeah, it's down, so I'm going to leave it there. I was going to say, actually, I'll put it here because it was a shorter piece, but I'll wait till I get some more. Just line this around the frame. You're going to frame this piece of cardstock is what you're going to do. Thank you for sprinkling. Okay, and then one more little piece right here. And notice how I have it down a little bit, just in case I need to tuck things in that window. Okay. So let me pull off the backings of all of this. And then line it up onto my card base. Okay, isn't that handsome already? I think it is. All right. Now I'm going to take my ladybug punch. Let's put this in first. Let's put this in first before my ladybug punch. So what I did was I just put glue inside the window here, which normally I teach to put glue on the item. But here on this one, I found it easier to have the glue on the base and then to be able to move this around, if that makes any sense. Okay, and then that fits in there nicely. Got some white cardstock that's sticking to my paper for some reason. Get that off. Okay. All right, now I'm going to take my ladybug punch, and here's all my scraps. I need some black for his body. Actually, my ladybugs are mostly women. So this is a little girl. And I tuck her right in there. See, that's why I put the framing of the adhesives down a little bit so I could tuck things in. Then I used the scrap of the Designer Series paper that was left from cutting the 6x6 down, and I cut some wings. And this is where I used the floral part of the Designer Series paper for her wings. See that? How cute that is. Hi, Nellie. Welcome. So I'm just going to put some glue there. Let it set up a second. And then I'm going to take the little 1/2-inch circle punch. And I'm going to have that ready. And then I just have scrap left over. Okay, so this should be set up somewhat. So I'm going to come over and put her wings down. And then bend them up just a little bit. Take my Take Your Pick tool and my black dots. And then just set a few onto her wings. On Sunday, I did white spots, and today I'm doing black. So whatever your preference is. There you go. Okay, so now I'm going to go to Daffodil Delight scrap paper. My daisy from the Hello Ladybug stamp set. It's right there. And my Daffodil Delight ink pad. Ink that up and stamp it down. Forgot my mat, so I have a little error there, but it's not going to bother me because I'm going to layer so many daisies that should be okay. Still got a little boo-boo there. So this one has to come out perfect because it's going to be on top. Thank you. Okay. Then my daisy punch. And I'm going to tell you that I stamp making sure petals are facing, one's up and one's down, so I can go into my punch easily and punch out. If they were sideways, then I would kind of have to spin it to see how it fits. So I just get in the habit of stamping it with two of the petals straight up and straight down, and then I don't have any problem punching it out. Okay. And I'm going to punch out 3. I just like how full the daisy is with 3. Then for my adhesive for this little guy is my mini dimensionals because it's quite small. So where's the very good one? That's the good one. All right, so I'm going to put one there. And then alternate my petals. Then I'm going to take my glue or a mini glue dot, whichever you want to do. Put some here too. Take my little circle and add it right in the middle, and I thought that was cute because it coordinated with her wings very well. Get it centered there. And then alternate petals again, and then let that set and dry a second. Okay, then I took a strip, a very fine strip of green. It's a 1/4 inch, and this is the Parakeet Party color. And I am going to use that for a stem. When I get to that point, I'll cut a little piece off right now. Okay. And then I need some leaves. So I'm going to go back to my 1/2 inch circle punch. And in case anybody's watching that hasn't seen me do this in the past, I am going to, hi Margaret, make some leaves using circle punches. So whatever size leaf you need, you use that size circle punch, and you can make large or small leaves. Larger the circle, the larger your leaves will be. Okay, so there I need small ones. So that's why I use the 1/2 inch. Okay, so let me get my pieces together on my card. And I'm going to go back to my scrap white cardstock now. And I'm going to stamp with Early Espresso ink the terracotta pot from the stamp set Flowering Rain Boots. I wanted to let you know how well that works with the daisy punch and the ladybug. Stamp that. Forgot to use my mat again. See, I told you I'm having a hard day today. It came out good though. Okay. And then go to my die. And go to my machine. So I'm just going to lay that on, put a piece of tape there to hold it still, and run it through. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to leave this on my paper, and I'm going to take a little X-Acto knife, and I'm going to make a little slit down the middle of the mouth of the terracotta pot. Okay, the slit's there. Hi, Diane. So now I can take my stem, and I have a place to put it in. Mini glue dot. And attach the stem to the back side of the pot. We're going to come back to our card. There's my leaves. Okay. And I am going to set the pot down there. But I have a piece of wood grain DSP, and I cut that at 3 3/4 by 1 1/2, 1 1/2 by 3 3/4. And I'm going to use this as a table out in my garden. So I should put that down first so then I can place my pot in the right spot. And if you guys know me at all, hi Gabriella, you know that I love everything lace. Everything lace, everything vintage, everything ruffly, everything just vintage. Thank you for the hearts. Okay, so because I love that so much, I took those beautiful boxes and I was so brave to cut one apart and use this beautiful lace. Now, I really stared at it and thought, should I do that? What if it doesn't work and it looks horrible? You know, and I ruined a box and I said, oh, just go for it. Because I really feel like I'm the guinea pig. It's part of my job. I don't want you ruining your boxes and then not liking the idea. So here's what it's going to look like. And if you like it, yay. And if you don't, then you don't have to do it. Okay, so I used the corner rounder and made it more like a lacy tablecloth. So I'm going to take my precision, my liquid glue on my precision applicator because I don't want to get glue where there's holes and things. And then I'm just going to set this down on my table like a little tablecloth. Hi, Debbie. Okay, and now I can take my terracotta pot and a dimensional, and I can set it down on the table. Okay, now I'm going to look for placement for my flower. And I do want it towards the top of the window, so I'm going to cut a little bit of it off so I can tuck it in between the flowers there. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue here. Then I'm going to go in between the second and the third petals and squeeze, and then it will dry there. Let's put our ladybug down so she doesn't fly away. She's flat. And I just thought, oh my gosh, you know, the little bird, sweet songbird dies. Punch, a little bird poking out of the window, the ladybug poking out of the window. So, so cute. Oh my goodness. So here's our leaves. I'm going to use a mini glue dot because they're so tiny, so I want to roll them up. Place it on the back there, see that? And then you can stick it onto your stem or behind it. Let's do behind it. Thanks, Pam. Thanks for sharing. Okay, and you've got it stuck to the bottom. I just want it stuck to the stem, so let me work that again. Thanks, Carol. Okay, so there we go. And then I have my little sentiment, you can bug me anytime. And I'm going to put... the lace tablecloth does bring a little bit of elegance to this card because you guys know how I categorize my cards. Well, these punch art ones are definitely in the cute category, and the lace just brings a little touch of elegance. I agree with you. Super cute. Oh, good. Yes, isn't that adorable? So then you can line the inside however you'd like. I think those contour scallop dies, because of the cuteness and the scallops in those dies, would be adorable on the inside of this card. Where does the lace come from? Yes, I know. We don't really have a lace die anymore. I'm waiting for my polka dot die to come. It's not going to be lace, but it's going to be polka dots. So I think that's going to be very cute. But that's a great question. It comes from the Delicate Detail Treat boxes. There's the code right there. And see how they have the front of the treat box has this lace. Let me get one that's made. I showed it on Sunday, so I wanted to bring it back. And all I did was cut off, well, let me get one out. So I cut off, it's all scored and everything. So I cut it off at the score lines. I cut off the tabs, and I just had this piece left. And then I cut pieces the length I needed it. So depending on the length you need, you could cut it this way or you could cut it this way. So this one looks like it went this way. Let me see. I can't remember which way I cut it, so I'm going to... No, I must have cut it this way because it's not quite long enough this way. So when this is cut off, then you have this left. 2 arms is what I'm calling them, and the back of the body. I still have some old lace paper. Yes, you can use that. Awesome. So you have this piece left when you cut this piece off. And I just could not let that go to waste because it's a super cute box, and I kind of felt guilty cutting it up. But I really wanted lace on my tablecloth because out in my yard, out in my pizza oven area, I have tablecloths on my table out there. I just love the look. So I said, how do I put this box together to do something? Look at that. Let me show you the front. So again, I used the terracotta pot and the daisy and the watering can, and look at all the candy it holds in there. So those 2 arms, I just brought the 2 arms, let me turn it around, and there's a flap there, and I just used tear and tape and put them together back here. See the 2 tabs? Those I didn't cut off, so they're back here. And then when I made it rounded, it just stood up. And this can move up a little bit or back. So you have bigger space in there for bigger things. So you can lean it back more if you want to. So I thought I would just have a little card in here that I could sign and slip it back in when I needed to. So here it is. So you can see it's all one piece because it's the leftover. And it can see how it slides up and back. So you can slide it back, have all that void there for a little card, and then a bunch of candy or a gift card or whatever you'd like to give to a friend. Okay, so I didn't waste that box because I just couldn't. I thought that would be a crime. So I hope you like my little ladybugs, and I wanted to show you how they just match up really well with the sizes in the Flowering Rain Boot set. Okay? Do I have any questions? No? Love, love, love those cards. Oh, I know. They're happy. They're just happy. Maybe you'll win one, Pam. All right. I'm going to let you go. Have a nice week. Bye-bye.